Yeah. Yeah.
So Vicky, you have stuff that's not on the agenda?
Just one night.
Okay, okay. Good. All right, go ahead and get going. I'll call this meeting to order. It's Tuesday, May 26th meeting, almost June. We'll start with warrant review and approval. Missed anything of note? Okay. Page 1 of 4. 2 of 4. 3 of 4. And 4 of 4. And the airport.
Madam Chair, I move to approve the warrants as presented.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries. All right, before we start with staff and elect, Vicky, if you'd like to pop up now. We don't really have a spot for you at staff meeting, but if this works.
Oh, I thought this was a regular meeting.
No.
Staff meeting.
Oh,
It's okay.
okay.
Knock yourself out. So it's a public meeting as well, so.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
You can. I had a question. I actually went out to Habitat for Humanity, the Eastern Bighorn. I went out to their Weston Village Phase 2, that's the attainable housing project. And they have we used to call them battle boards, but they have a board up there now indicating that they are in gratitude to, okay, the Homer and Mildred Scott Foundation, the Standish Fund, the Watt Foundation, the Griffith Foundation, and one more whose name now escapes me. And my inquiry this morning, I don't expect an answer, is has Habitat for Humanity of the Eastern Bighorn affected a transfer of their ownership to a 501c3 public benefit nonprofit? The batter board, with the sign indicating here's the lots on Edelman Drive, the sign would indicate these foundations have some sort of activity stake holding in what's going on there. It's the first time I've ever seen that. And I just wanted to make comment on it. I hope the commissioners would inquire and see what the actual status of that entity is right now, particularly with their moving forward to do the same now in Buffalo.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks for the heads up. All right, moving into staff and elected reports. Mark is out, Ken is out, but wanted to give us the heads up that the road and bridge phone is still down and they've been working with Mark Ramber. East Ridge project was awarded last week, so they'll be getting going on that. Contract dust control will wrap up this week. The road and bridge crew will then start their dust control efforts. So that's about it. He'll be back late morning if anybody needs to follow up with him. Ida, do you have anything for us this morning?
Madam Chair, Commissioners, I was just going to comment on Vicki Taylor's question. If a transfer of ownership has happened in the county clerk's office, the land vault is open for the public and it is public job to do their own research. That is not a public records request. So anybody can already come in and research deeds and transfers of property. And so if the public or anybody is interested in that, they're welcome to come down and do that kind of research on their own. My other suggestion would be to reach out to Habitat for Humanity too as well. But this is not something that I would do as a public records request.
Okay.
Just FYI.
Okay, thank you.
And I don't have anything further other than we are slammed and very busy.
Yeah.
And payroll's happening and just really busy, short, fast week. But
Yeah.
thank you for
Okay.
everybody's patience. I was surprised when there's more cars in the parking lot this morning for the public than employees. So it started out with a bang.
Yeah, it's good to see. All right. Jesse? Nothing? Okay. Robert?
Nothing today.
Goodness. Kimber?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Get a binder. Thank you. More than
tree.
I'm killing more trees. Only dead ones though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're only taking down the dead ones. Oh, that's right, yeah.
Amber Stolberg, Fairgrounds Director. Just wanted to let you know that this Memorial Weekend, we had several graduation parties in the exhibit hall, and then we had the Bighorn Livestock Jackpot. And they had kids from 5 different states come in to compete for that title, and that it was really a good event. I know that last week during the budget meeting, there were some questions on numbers, and I just wanted to provide the commission with some numbers for the fairgrounds. Because when we talk about how many days the fairgrounds are used, these are what we have in our calendar. And I just think it's good information for you to have and realize how active everything is happening at the fairgrounds. And if you have any questions afterwards, please feel free to reach out.
The title on the top of the second page, is that as of May 31st, 2025 or 26?
So as of May 31st, 2025, those were the events that were booked, and then it shows below. So it shows that we're just a little bit ahead, and but I just think it's very important that, when questions are asked, that we have the statistics to back it up. So I just wanted to provide that to you all for verification that, we are active hopping in.
That's great to see those numbers, Kimber. Thank you for putting that together for us.
You're very welcome.
Any questions for Kimber?
No, Madam Chair, but I would just like to say that I assisted with that livestock show this weekend, and the fairgrounds really looks great. And the new pens in the swine barn and the lead ups into the swine show ring and everything worked really well. I thought that the new swine show ring, you can really see better, and so everything, I just helped with the swine show, but the total overall facility looked really good, and lots of people coming and going. So,
Thank you. Yeah, we'll
Yep.
work hard to keep it from burning up.
yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Kimber.
Thank you.
Kelly? Kenny?
Madam Chair, thank you.
Sheriff?
Morning, Madam Chair, Commissioners, Levi Dominguez, Sheridan County Sheriff. Just wanted to give you an update on our canine program, Canine Fox, which is Deputy Kayla Oswald's partner. She has medical issues going on with her back and things that we're going to have to retire her. She'll be 5 coming up here soon. That's the unfortunate news. The good news is B3 Canine, who we purchased those brother and sister Fox and Kai through, they have another canine available that another agency was not able to pay for. There was some logistical things with handlers. We are able to take receipt of that dog free of charge because we've been such a good, and so they're not going to charge us for that canine because Fox, we should have had a couple more years out of Fox, and so they feel bad about that. So we're going to be working on the new canine coming is Canine Tyson is his name. He's been trained, but Keela's going to have to go and work and get recertified with Tyson here in the next couple weeks. Little different with that coming. He's a Rottweiler, but he's just I got a chance. Doug and I got a chance to go over and meet him a few weeks ago. And he's just a big lover. Right? We don't have apprehension dogs. He's a really well-mannered dog, and he's going to be trained the same as what Kai and Fox have been trained, which is drug detection, tracking, trailing, and evidence recovery. And he's been doing a good job with that already and been trained through that. Which is not bad because we get deterrence too. So having those dogs that look like they are, but they are still good with the kids and the schools going in and stuff. Tyson's going to be just like that. As that. So I wanted to give you an update on that. So this won't, at the end of the day, will not be anything coming out of our budget other than just some travel expenses for Deputy Oswald to get retrained. But we have that in our budget. I just wanted to let you know that we'll be doing, I'll be working with Cameron to make sure everything's okay, but transferring Canine Fox. So what, I guess traditionally, and what you see is a common practice throughout agencies with canines that are retiring, as you transfer those, basically sell those canines to the handler if they want them for a very small charge. And it's a contract basically saying that any further medical, everything's on, the handler from there on, not on the county. And so Deputy Oswald wants to keep Fox. And so we're going to work on transferring Fox to, Fox will be a home dog, no longer a working dog, and be part of Deputy Oswald's family moving forward. So any
Kind of a
questions?
happy ending.
Yeah, it should be a happy day. Yep.
Yeah. Commissioner Arzi.
Oh, you answered all the questions. The main question was what was gonna happen to Fox to start with, and I was concerned about that.
Yeah, no, and she's doing well. So I can't remember the term of it, but she's very, she's just not able to alert the way she does. She has a very hard snap alert. So different things when they alert to certain substances, and she does that, and then her reward, she's very strong and wants to come and do that. And so now with the back issues she's not able to alert the way that she has in the past, and so that's caused some. I wouldn't say there is any, but it's just she's not able to alert like she does, and so we want to make sure that we're not missing anything when our canines are out with that, and she's just. Her drive to do those things or with the pain that she's in is no longer able to have them.
Yeah.
So this is going to sound a little callous, but the dog is considered an asset of the county. And so the reason Levi's asking this is because we need permission to make that transfer to the deputy.
Yeah.
So I would prefer a formal vote saying that we can make that transfer just for our clarity, and so that there's no problems in the future of someone else.
So a motion for a contract to transfer an asset.
Madam Chair.
Yeah.
I move to move Canine Fox so that the handler can actually procure
Okay.
this. Yeah.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries.
Thank you.
Appreciate the update, anybody? Good.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I've never been known for my art skill, but on the back board is my handwriting. I hope you can make it out. Just as we've worked through a week of budget hearings, and I've had a chance to sit in on some agencies' work since then. Just a reminder, I know the board's aware of this. These dates have been part of Clerk Thompson's memo from the beginning. But we're at the point right now, between May 15th and June 15th, where any changes to the budget has to take place through an amendment, a motion by the board to amend the requested budget. And ultimately we'll arrive at a proposed budget. And that's what gets published, is the proposed budget. And then that's followed by the public hearing and then the adoption of the budget. So in the conversations that the boards had last week with the various departments and agencies, I know you were looking for some information, some changes that you had in mind. We just want to make sure that we follow the right procedure and that those agencies bring you a proposal to amend, and then you actually, if you want to, adopt that as an amendment. But agencies in other words, agencies cannot amend their request after May 15th. That's the cutoff. So, all right, that's all I have.
Questions for Glenn? Oh, thank you. Cameron?
Madam Chair, my only topic is actually Mark Rampert. He had to step out, so if he can give an update on the phone system at Road and Bridge.
Yes, thank you. Actually, CenturyLink was just calling me back, so I had to step out. But so the phone line at the Road and Bridge is down. It's been down since May 5th. They are aware of it as a big part of a bigger issue, and they do not have an ETA for repair yet. They just say that it's known and we're working on it. In the meantime, I do have a cell phone that we forwarded that main number to. So I'll get the cell phone out there so they will be able to actually answer calls coming into that main number. And they're continuing to work on it. Also, in the meantime, we're looking at other options from Range for a different phone system, trying to roll them in as part of a phone replacement for the courthouse here as well. So that's the status of the Road and Bridge phone.
Okay. Questions from her? Okay,
Thank you.
Katie, do you have anything this morning? Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't see you come in.
Chair Haswell, Commissioners, good morning. Katie Harris, County Treasurer. I just wanted to mention the property tax refund again. The deadline to apply is Monday, June 1st, and it's quickly approaching. If you are unsure whether you qualify or have questions about the program, information is available on Department of Revenue's website, the Treasurer's Office website, or through our office. It's income, asset, and residency based. To date, our office has assisted with a little over 500 applications, and I anticipate this week will continue to be busy as we assist with this program. Again, we thank the public for their patience as we assist applicants while continuing to manage our regular responsibilities. I also spoke with Assessor Knudsen, who was unable to attend today, and I told her I would provide a quick reminder that applications for the long-term homeowners and veterans exemptions are due today. So please contact the assessor's office with questions or to apply for those two exemptions. That's it.
Any questions for Treasurer? Okay, thanks, Katie.
Thank you.
Commissioner Arsing, anything for us this morning?
Oh, just looking into the storage building some more. I'll be doing that this week, try to get some good solid numbers as to whether or not it's even gonna fit down there, so.
Yeah, and I don't know, afterwards, I was wondering if the city planning and zoning regs
That's the other
allow,
part of it.
yeah.
I'll look into
Okay,
it.
okay, great, thank you for doing that. Commissioner Siddle?
Just like to remind everybody that YDOT is having a public meeting about the Cuffing Avenue deal, and that's tomorrow at 5 at, what's it called, Ramona Plaza now?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just remind everybody of that.
Commissioner Wright?
Nothing other than to give kudos and thanks to Jesse at Emergency Management for his appearance on Public Pulse. Mike and I didn't even need to be there apparently because he basically took up the whole time. It was all good info, but thank you for that. You're welcome.
It's a pretty amazing department. It's always nice when we get there.
Yeah.
I think last time we had Mark Reed came with Mike and I just enjoyed our coffee.
Yeah, we didn't talk.
Katie went with me last time and she only did the first half. What's up with that? We had to do the second half.
Great, and I don't have anything this morning. So let's roll right into our Ramaco update. We've got Jeff Barrett with us today, and I don't actually know your official title.
SVP of permitting.
Okay,
And then this is Scott Kreitzer. He's the EVP of operations, simply speaking.
okay. Well, thank you for being here this morning. Just, I'd had some questions out on the street and thought I'd see if we could pick your brain.
Slim pickings, man. Good morning, Madam Chairperson, Board of Commissioners. Thank you all for inviting us. My name is Scott Kreitzer. I am with Ramaco. I've been, was asked and gladly accepted the opportunity several months ago to move to Sheridan full-time and work on managing the operations out here. So process of enjoying my time out here and then look forward to spending more time out here. So thank you all for thank you, ma'am. Again, so what Ramaco's got going on is it's a lot of construction projects right now. We have up at the site just past Taylor's Quarry, we have an ore and coal storage facility that's being constructed. You really can't see it from the interstate, but it's a large membrane steel structure building. It's in the process of probably should be wrapped up within the next month. At the site in Cleanburn Road, we have broken ground and are in the process of erecting a foundation for a research facility. It'll be a metal contained structure, a prefab metal building. And that the metal building should be erected sometime in September, October timeframe, subject to the weather and any supply chain issues. At the ICAM facility itself, on the other side of the interstate, we are remodeling our lab facility to allow us to incorporate more core and other research on a smaller scale at that facility. We recently filed some permits, or in the process of filing some permits related to that remodel as well as expansion at that project. And as far as hiring goes, we've since the first of the year, we've hired 3 new employees. 2 of them have started and 1 starts next week. The 2 that we hired are both Sheridan County residents. The one that will start next week is a University of Wyoming graduate geologist who is working over in North Dakota and applied, and we interviewed her. And she's supposed to start June 1, June 2nd, somewhere in that time frame.
Okay.
We also have interviews scheduled next week for additional staff. So we're incrementally ramping up as these projects get going and start coming towards fruition.
So I guess if you could kind of lay out the different types of projects you have out there, because I know originally it really started as like a carbon fiber technology focus, but then there was kind of that extra element later discovered about rare earth.
Yes, ma'am.
Which part's research, which part's, or is it all research, or?
Right now, it sort of all fits into the research box, if you will. If you put everything in nice, neat boxes, which is kind of hard. But yeah, I mean, so at the ICAM, what we still do is related to colder products. We still have a project going on there where we're doing some carbon fiber work, but we're also expanding that to see if we can work on a synthetic graphite product. Graphite was recently named a critical mineral by by our U.S. government, and so we're working on a synthetic graphite product out of coal. The other thing that we're doing at the ICAM is supporting the critical minerals and rare earth development project. We're working on continuing to determine the quality and the quantity that is on the property. We're drilling. We have several drilling rigs going. And as we continue to do our infill drilling to confirm what is there, a lot of that work is now being done at the ICAM versus being sent off towards other labs.
Okay.
Yes.
Any other questions for Mr. Kreitzer?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Arce? Yeah.
Mr. Arce, do you have plans for selling your overburden coal, and have you got a contract for that yet, or anything of that nature, or is that all up in the air still?
So it's a great question. As far as the coal goes, we have not sold. We have not sold any material that has been extracted. At this point, all the material that has been extracted is essentially in the analysis phase. It's being used to confirm and conform what our project will look like. Eventually, as we ramp up the project, once we get to that stage, we will try to find a contract to move the coal material. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Madam Chair, Mr. Kessler, could you give us the 30,000-foot view of the process? Say you do find a huge finding of rare earths. What would be the process to extract the rare earth minerals from the ore, for lack of a better term?
So as far as so it would be a mining project, similar to other mines in the state. And then once there is extraction of material, it will go through a process. At this point, we're still developing what that process will look like. And that's going to be a lot of what we're going to do at the ICAM and at the research facility is do our work there to help inform what the final process looks like. So I'm not trying to avoid your question. I'm trying to basically say we're still trying to figure out the best process for this material. This is a novel, what we have determined so far is a novel material based on the geology. And so that's why a lot of the proven extraction methods we don't necessarily think are the best for this process. or the best for this product. So we're working through the ICAM scale material as well as what will go through the research facility to help inform what that will ultimately look like. Again, I'm not trying to dodge your question. I'm just trying to say we're still trying to work through that process.
Gotcha.
Yes, sir.
I heard an interesting story yesterday. I can't remember the company's name, but they were mining rare earths and processing for magnets
Yes.
for the military. But talked about the heavy rare earths and the light rare earths. And all the different kinds of processing you probably need for each type of element.
Yeah, yes, ma'am, that's correct. And what we have found so far at our project is not only do we have the rare earths, and I joke with people, I wish I'd paid more attention in chemistry class than I did. But those are in what they call the lanthanide series in the elemental tables. So we actually also have determined and are in the process of confirming that we have additional elements, and they have typical elemental names like scandium, germanium, gallium, that are not technically rare earth, but they are critical minerals. And that's part of my answer to you, Commissioner Wright, is we're trying to figure out how all this gets processed in an efficient and effective manner, given that a lot of this material has not been processed here in the United States in a long time. And with the advances of technology, we're trying to make sure that we can do this efficiently and effectively.
Any other questions? Well, I appreciate the time this morning. Thanks for popping over.
Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you all for the
Yeah,
invitation.
okay.
And I would just like to say, post Memorial Day, thank you to all of our military, the deputy that's here, and all those who serve. Great for them, and we very much appreciate all of the service.
Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah. All right, if we don't have anything else, we are adjourned at 9:26.